Hi, I'm Wendell G. Welcome back. We're halfway through spring training already. It's March 17th, 2043. Preseason has begun. Excitement is high. Just wanted to share with you just a couple of notable notes here. It's an early morning for me as I'm working through a whole pile of papers to grade. Over in the South League, Buffalo is surprisingly on top of the standings in spring training with False Bay right behind. And Key West and Cairo are surprisingly at the bottom of the standings. Over in the North League, Seoul is up at the top. Old Seoul, they've made some really savvy moves this year. Big fan of that club, as you already know. And our club, Moscow, is right there with them, both with 10 wins. Amsterdam and Helsingborg are about in mediocrity, and Berlin is really sort of sucking it up here in the spring. Vegas is not doing too well either. In fact, Vegas got a real tough deal here in the last 2 weeks. We'll get into that in just a second. Last minute signings. False Bay signed Holden Rankin, veteran shortstop. I started to say strong safety. Dang, my mind's on football. Rankin is a guy that I pursued briefly. Would have liked to have had him on the Mules, but he eventually got too pricey for me, particularly after we signed shortstop Mario Duarte. So Duarte, I went ahead and signed him. I actually had offered him a contract before we moved Padilla up to the Hammers, the Helga Hammers, because I wanted to work on my defense in my infield, and I was pleased that he signed with us. I wasn't pleased that I had to pay him $3 million per year to do it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? Phemister, Kyle Phemister is a reliever that I wanted to get on my squad, but I finally just had to drop out of the bidding wars. You can see that Seoul made yet another very savvy contract, paying him $2.5 million per year. This is a fantastic Iron Man of a guy, and he's going to be really good pickup for Seoul. So Seoul's gain and my loss here. Gahan. Let's see. Daglan Gahan hit 5 hits for Key West. No. Oh, he's in Double A. Okay, my bad. I thought I was just looking at UBL stuff. Anything else? Vegas signed Coffin Park to a 2-year contract. A good guy to have, and another guy that I wanted to get on my team, but he became too rich for me. He's really, he's a starter, and that's really not bad money for a starter. 3.6 and 4.6, not bad at all for a starter. Yeah. I guess that's all. Let's see, anything else down in here? A few more minor pickups. Jose Barron went to Buenos Aires. How much they pay? Oh, that's a good 1-year pickup for for Taco Buenos. Very good 1-year pickup. I was looking briefly at Barron. Let's see. Look at his history right quick. Yeah. I was looking very briefly at this guy and kind of went back and forth on why I didn't make him an offer. But he looks like a strong, solid pickup for Buenos. Salvador Camelier, another guy I made an offer for. Eventually chose a $2.5 million contract with the Kabul Bulls. I was a little bit leery of him because of his whip numbers the past couple of years and limited appearances this past year. But this is a fairly cheap pickup, and hopefully it'll turn out well for Kabul. What else? Well, let's get right into the big thing here. Let's go look at transactions, news and logs. Where was it? Major transactions logs. Transactions. It's not transaction news. Transactions logs. WBL home screen. Onions got hit by a 4-week injury, but this is the big one right here. Kasuma, Langeng Kasuma, tore his UCL completely off of his shoulder or his elbow or wherever it goes. He's done for the year, and this is a tough blow for tough blow for Vegas. I gotta think this is a really tough blow. This guy looks like a fine starting rotation kind of a guy, and he was an Iron Man no less, an Iron Man, and his elbow destroyed in the first 2 weeks of spring training. Daggum, man. Shucks. Man, you hate to see this. I just purely hate injuries to pitchers. But anyway, that to me was the big news of the day. Tough blow for Vegas. He was the number 5 man in the rotation. Kasuma was. So maybe it won't hurt him too much. But I do know Doe is looking for he's looking for a guy to plug in to the bullpen in place of Kasuma. That's the big news. Anything on the Moscow front? There's a couple of guys that we waived. There was a couple of guys on our 40-man roster that I wanted to get off the roster, and because they had no business being on the big club, and so I waived them. They've cleared waivers, and I sent them down to AAA. There are some weird people who just, I don't know why some of these guys were promoted to the major league. This guy, a control of 25, and he was promoted to the major league contract. What? He doesn't need to be on the club, man. Berman, this guy was promoted to the bigs. Why? I don't know, man. He's not happy either. Sent him down. Put him on waivers and sent him down. Thought he had a shot at the big time, man. Anyway, that's just chit-chat. I just really wanted to share the news about Kasuma. You can see I did a bunch of international free agent releases. These guys were 19 years old and 18 years old, following the 18 upper out model that Orlando was talking about the other day. I like that model. It's a good model. And just working on getting my minor leagues, thinned out a little bit. You can see we've got a little bit of space now in AAA down in Kazakhstan, and a little bit of space down in Novaya Maya and AA, and a little bit of space down in Belgorod, Single A, down in the coal mines of Belgorod. The international complex, let's see. Oh, you can see we've got a good bank for free agents here and a lot for extensions. Our balance sheet's in real good shape, and I like that, man. It's good to come in with a positive balance sheet and get in good shape. So we got 29 players in the international complex, and the limit is 50. So we're good there. All right. Well, I guess that was it. I just wanted to share the news with you guys and say welcome to spring. I'll see you around.